yeah, my dear. Who say, Cossi, Jerry Cossi? We just wanna get it, we don't wanna trouble. Munya, ya, Kaya, Dana, Scientific, yeah, share, Kofi Jama. Aquadaria. Was sending mammy, young crying in Indian Shiana singing a lie. And I deep for sharing Hong Kong said, Kumasi dream music or the Beko having. Or Beko having a crack or two, yeah, my dear. Ubonsi rumor tune for at Yasifona and penny for doing a no missy. Clap for Kofi Jama. Yeah.
Let's do this. Welcome with the sauce, with Jana, my soul. Make it ball till we fall, make it ball till we fall. But I come with the sauce, with Jana, my soul. The swag, that shit. Let me get the fly on my chip. I see it. We said, cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dance for ya tifu ya we said cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dance for ya tifu.
My brother, move to the top, we harder. We the grind out there. Yep, I said get it bigger all night long. All night long. Yeah. Joe, boys and trip, boys and ten. Pulling in the Benz on we did it. Mommy from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they get the gang, we pulling with diggits. All and 4 and 2, say bomb by my bro. Boys and trip, boys and ten. Pulling in the Benz on we did it. Mommy from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they get the gang, we pulling with diggits. All and 4 and 2, say bomb by my bro.
We said cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dance for ya tifu ya we said cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dance for ya tifu.
It go on rough. Streets in Achama get to need the beef on a filia. Says I said, yes, I know about whom I didn't cost because went to me and read ya. That firm is a cost will priest my guy from Monfana Cobanamiku test here. We paid for attention, but Mujina teased me when you bet to me and Lydia. Who've been doing this best for a while. Once I come and rap a foul, you manage to panty a pressure by foul. Fans are supporting me money how. So when you mean some idea to any, I saw brother made the men's hour when a time of Vienna, Miss Wama could be. We are going to when you feel coming inside, outside, a castle. No shame Air Force crew move, so my name so still with the hustle. Second income in my brother, my G's Fatima, Jama, and the Kama. The Quiet to a Yashawama, Modia, some I don't know me. I shall come. I'm a Piscada, be a minute time.
We said cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dance for ya tifu ya we said cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dance for ya tifu.
Mama soon in the car, run I'm church. Yeah, one thing the best shit the bad I rush to. Inside, outside, outside, one side, inside, outside, one side, Mama soon in the car, run I'm church. Yeah, one thing the best shit the bad I rush to. Inside, outside, one side, inside, outside, one side, yeah.
Abza for your chachamo, a coso ejumedie, ena, ene, yet masugua moba ababeti, no. Ene, abza for adaje any episode, edentino. Se unya, your friend is a video ni bia, na wabomodna, na washe ama uyonkon so aba, na onon so etumi ababifebi. Ene, yene special person, me call it me friend. special person, because it takes a special person. Now, what to me, I stand there for a special position. Me respect it, no papa. Enti yene ne bedi nkomo. Yene ne bedi nkomo one on one. Ewo ekoso dwumadi yi so. Na yahye enioma a ekoso ewo Ghana. Nsɛm a ekoso ewo Ghana. Ne titiriw no eye E-LEVY ene e-passport your friend is saying ekoso no owo adwenkyere bebre wo ho esan sɛ nipa yi we decide say in 2024 no opese or stande as a president ema Ghana or co as an independent candidate ema Ghana onye enipa bi a obeka che me se unimu no by now yi ewo Ghana no se me de ne to so a anase me boni din kire wo a ense se wo ka che me se unimu no esan se at this moment here se wo ye obi a wota use internet pa de a ene na meka se unimu no na unim Mr. Kofi Koranteng na esese wo hu no esan se youth no bebre kwa no se wo ko internet so a believe it or not no omo vai for no omo di nachi ensemo a oka no enkam ya yese eto asomu eno nti no gemre na eneme entenase she program yi mane nkwachi se oyobi a open asem se oyobi a ususu se obedi Ghana president yi a gemre ne tie nsem a ne oba be kafa E-LEVY ho esan se oba na se obenya Ghana president na enioma ya all ken anase all ba be kan oba chiche mu yi eno ena odi bedi dwuma se E-LEVY nya obeme yehu se Ghana card no enye ade a ewo se ye obeme yehu owo in-depth knowledge wo ho me woni video bi wa ha no ma mebo na yetie kwan a ofa so address Ghana card tama yede ye ho kodom ika family no me wo video wa ha mebo sa video no amatifo matie na mo ankasa majeje ye koso no sa wo question a me pachew wo de question no ebeba wo de ba comment section ho na me ready e de akyerew me ready de kire na obeyia no ewo ho e de amount along the line no ye bebie phone lines no e de atomu ye bie phone lines na wo ho kwan se wo befrɛ na wabusa no question a wo pese ubusa no ewo ho no mo enu nti no ye krado eba OBGH page so na ye ne Mr. Kofi Koranteng eni enkomo efa E-LEVY eho efa e-passport eho your question bebre na meka no so wo question ne banko ade a me ready e the amount na me ready the mawa na me busa no say ye hu hia say wo say ye busa no sa question na ye busa no nti wabra me nsemre no ma me introduce no na afi ye ntoa enkomo no eso Mr. Koranteng.
Yes, sir. The master. OB.
A privilege said the message
so the honor is mine, Obi. Now with the Obi me srow ewo we fidi kesi so na masre etifo ne wo mo hwe na se eja wo nim family engagements nti ebusuafo guke mu nti mote noise kakra bi a momfa ncheme na say wumfu do so awodoni na nti Sunday anopa ye 1212 binti with the monfan cheme. I promise you say affected delivery in any way possible in terms of content, you know. Inti abutrena munya emama inti obi yeda say and then so wamai akwenya kesie wafidi kesie so say yene abusuafo emedi nkomo nsem de ebi wo ho 10 hours kra no yentumi enkanwi inti etifo ne ahwefo nso nya abutre obi yɛbɛpa ne kyɛw no asan de aba ne fabulous network yi so na yɛne mu abɛdi nkɔmmɔ nti ɛnyɛ de ne koraa obi yɛda ase ɛkyia ɛtiifoɔ nso yɛma obiara sɛ deɛ mede de biara meka ne sɛ live abundantly and prosper but live abundantly and prosper no It can only work if mpanyinfoɔ a war in the environment and that jurisdiction of live abundantly and prosper of yɛn domiciles no yɛayɛ yɛ adwuma because aburukyiri baabi a ne wiase baabi a sisi yɛn bie aba nneɛma asesa nti yɛ system a yɛde run nneɛma no ɛyɛ outdated na mpanyinfoɔ no sikadie nti wɔn mpɛ sɛ wɔn accept saa responsibility no nti yɛhia obi a ɔbɛba ɔde ne nan bɛsi fam na ɔbɛka no korɛ akyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ this is yɛn situation yɛ take inventory of biribiara no kurem wei ne yɛ situation nti wei na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛmpo baabi ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ start anyway nyɛ saa yɛbɛka te mpesti saa de biara ɛno nso bɛkɔse yɛyɛ nyinaa so na nipa adehyeɛ ɛɛwu fam nti this is the moment 2024 nti obi mede megya ama wo na ntwu kakra na mede ba no yɛda wase nyame nso nhyira wo ne mpanyimfoɔ ne program yi a mode ahyehyɛ so ama yɛn nti yɛda ase
meda ase Kofi
over to you.
We there why introduction ni nyina but good is why nti we there we be say yen hit the ground no whilst running no what you say Kofi be call anything be so no we are aware what is going on Ukraine CCA and Russia since we are very 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 articulate and experienced no opese Ghana for twa bama no and some be say no yentimi and let it go se menya wo ma video so mentimi nka se ye bebu ye ne aguso because whether we like it or not no it can happen to us as a Ghana for country a wo what you say nti memwa can be big to bi me I'm giving you just about between 3 and 5 minutes now what can wadwene in terms of Ghana are we ye de totunse ne ani are we prepared in security wise say bibi say e be fall yen yemfa ntoto ho ne yenhwe na de ekoso na nkasa per se no ewo ho no wo wadwen kyere kakra wo ho no waka amiate enti mpache Kofi to aso mame
yo obi the one word I meka with the ekoso na ne dominance munti word ni dominance so when you dominate you have global dominance which me yen you may be a emphatakra warrior the Russia ye America ye bido or ye bida so into 10 bia who feel say wo sa power no asisie utumi disisi nipa na in terms of yen situation we are not prepared okay? And the family locally because we can't do anything about Russia and Ukraine. The only issue with Russia and Ukraine is to see sad to say government in your prepared to say obey me private jet takofa adwasafo de na fia brichiri ababeto aba on E-LEVY totally unnecessary na mom yen adehye egu Ukraine na womo out of need inti no mu tu kwan say womo ko na woma kope sika na wom de sika ni bi aba Ghana na yen so e de aboa yen economy na e de aboa adehye woma adehye na ebusuafo nso egu Ghana no yen de yenye arrangement bi ase e de plane kofa womo woma womo boa economy no to sustain no yemu yemfa womo nye hwe na womo boy ka as a country ye tua ka ama ye tua ne ka se ontena Ghana na omu oman one parliamentarians aka in a legislation no emfa adwene mra na wo mfanye de sese wo ye no ote abrochire anya wanwa ote abrochire enu nti ne ye ka se ye ba be change constitution because there's absolutely no way wo ye be appoint to say we a minister and a parliamentarian what abrochire you have the audacity to tell Ghana for say and you're convenient for you into Oma and I'll be back to see a high plane. I mean, it's unthinkable. It's unthinkable. And the sad, say NDC cannot shut the government down for something like this. What do you mean shut the government down? This is a major insult to yenye democracy say obi a yetua ne kate abrochire na ote abrochire de na oye official business we for report mra. And for the note no parliamentarians of 4 and ministers na wa abrochire Ken Ufuriata Monsieur Ufuriata Ufayi Kwesi Roads and Highways Minister Adwa Safo and one other person. So now wa abrochire bisa I say na was it official business? Official business that we want to know. Official business fa Ghana hono yenya abrochire ne yetena ne dia ye. Enya official business why is it say Ghana 4 has to pay? Because MPP that woman need a futu woman do woman sabo makasi de chata plane akofa yen ye members aba. So but these are all questions but enya no ne enunti na frame me into the yenye no to
Kofi, one thing I mean who here and then me ba ya me ko read and say government timia making it possible ama ya evacuate Ghanaians and be out more Romania. Romania president say or no be take care of omo anywhere. And you know, make us somehow no so my idea. It was a coin now metimia abie ama obedru no.
Well, we don't have the numbers. Just like with all activity with government, no. Wamo beye bi kakra near the agidin. We really never know. To say the COVID numbers he buy oh yato face masks among California. Do we have the numbers? No, we don't. There's no way to prove that. There could be a handful of Nkrophobia evacuate to Romania. But is there a clear-cut policy for Ghanaian citizens abroad if there is an emergency? There isn't one. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen one. There isn't one. And we deliberate on how the policy, well, which is non-existent, and I said the strategy, should be ushered. Yenibisa. So, and yet important because yeti omenum hall with Sam Penyufui and a see at the end one my Obi. If you want to make country, me said the strategy to evacuate and I said position Ghanaians outside of Ghana no better seeing yeti one muhinano. Yeti one muhinano ne see I fee. Inti, are you telling me say, oh, what you breach on one more priority? Come on. We don't, it's non-existent. Yet there can be big say, oh, Ghana for you say, now Ghana government I say, non-existent. There's no clear strategy for evacuation and our repositioning when it comes to Ghanaian nationals abroad. There isn't one.
Okay, Kofi,
so,
before say you be free, sir, Ukraine, enough, since our open president, I have to ask you, say the Mawa, and as me become president in that situation, BCA, dear implementations, what are the, just in case you say anything like that, implementations, Ben, I'll feel say, yeah, a bit me abua, ama Ghanaians, evacuation process, bit me so successful. Be into me, then I'll obey it differently.
Obi, is so simple, it's unbelievable. Let me explain it to you. Here, I say, oh, akola. Now, wouldn't call kindergarten, and I say, wouldn't call some type of preschool. Now, emergency, SEO, akola bia, or call kindergarten, and I say, or call preschool, and I say, or call school bia, no, I onye of adult age, you know. Yeah, signing up to Obi. Say, teacher ni bia no, ewo, ebia, abrichire no, yeah, nkola 5, eshe wo wonsa, nkola 5 inti, ebia wo do school a, nkola 5 no ye die, wo responsibility, so be making sure say, womo you okay. Obi de make out here.
Papa.
Inti the same way no, or maybe I was so no one China emergency in seal and son why implement this idea no. Would they find an agency of government? Not would the Ghana National Bia Obeba Omenumuna Ashen and say in case there's an emergency. The amount authority say Wuba airlift to one more, Wuba say one more. Now they are share one more no one found Billy Ghana government. That's how you handle that. It is idea this year. Again, fein you foreign your friend say foreign affairs. Everybody meeting at committee. I have said, oh, that be idea this year. Why we are Ghana national? No one say what fresh our number we are. So a citizen relations. What fresh our number we are. Baby, I will be honest. See, making sure say what call the nearest safe house. And your friend is safe houses, you know. What call the nearest safe house? Now, yaba evacuate to every ho. They make out here. Aha. Into a see ya pe. Ya announcement. Mo munim baby. I say mo kono. Ya announcement. But Ghana ni biano. Ya dia to Ghana for and also eka your communication ho. Ghana ni bia wo free Ghana akwa abrochira wo kotena ho biano. As I said, we want access to Ghana for a server of information. Evacuation BC BBC anka we ko government of Ghana so over na latest information it was to say all Ghanaians residents in Ukraine should contact not more specific information. Into so many different ways to communicate that. One fra yeah one chrome for na woman in chrome horn one baby say oh ha there and your bomodian say bus ABC evunam ha say fakosi ha ukoduru ha fresh number obi baba be for free what the work travel akosi sa one more competent to manage side way and Ghana for a Ghana. The American does it make sense to you?
Absolutely.
How to manage sa emergency way saying what Ghana would nim say habas nam ho say train and nam ho. Into woman as our responsibilities and say on national somehow. Now the cost no one not pre-negotiating or the abroad say if a nipa 23 ne free a create say call safe house no into no $200 per person into Muncheka. A year much cheaper since more babe yes arrangement in a free Chrome Hanu say. So sir, I drink sir, yeah, dear. Now when one more sir, this I was one there be a see a fanny a meeting. So was our system way in place and yet fanny be seen in a mobile year committee. My editor into see and now the system goes into action. And I said, so one more pre-evaluate, say BBC Baby Sia. One more crown, one more friend nationals now, one we are assigned to one more. Near catch them say, listen, there's a possibility, say BBC based in Tino. You're ready. Say, we see or China, now this announcement is made the pet when you say, near my carbon 85 bag and a share with honey and so that is what you have to do. Wait that your friend has said a planned, strategized system. One China didn't see you know I said one crop for nationals and a one more. That's not how you do it.
All right, Kofi. Me da say watch Musa ewo ho amaye nyina yenya entiase enti at least in yenim say na me adom na wo ba you have system policies in place I will be
and obi mamenka we nka na obi antiase hwe ye wo I'm say 58 diplomatic missions around the world 58 and who nim faso bia and who nim faso because you see the key objective of a diplomatic mission they say ebeboana or minor who was a diplomatic mission no mo commerce bekosro business ne tourism obia oye Ghana ni bia mi bisa na wo phone so ni ayi so say country ben and a Ghana fonya ehun faso in terms of tourism Nina ya reversed. Womunya yen ho mfaso yen nya wo ho mfaso me bo aka kire me. Ye frɛ bi trade desk. Mission bia na say wo trade desk. Just say department na ye responsible for say ebia country way womunim said ye cocoa hu no Switzerland. Woman na ye no wo was some type of agreement be say wo be more specialist about Ghana be kire Ghana for said ye cocoa and I said Ghana for be to Switzerland every year. Na ye kwa ya kusua said ye cocoa who chocolate a who do ni sanyamano. Trade desk na ye responsible for sadiano. Ye nye bia home faso. Obia no nyam faso from Ghana. But Ghana no be bisa say. Why ye nya no home faso ana? Intina, the purpose of the mission, no, eniho, eniho no musa. Inti, why keep the mission? Mission biano, it costs to Ghana more than $200,000 a month, because mission bia nipa ye juma woman average, you know, nipa be said 10 to 20. 10 to 20 no uchi obi aka so te ho na katua top officers, superior officers no so ye ma wo mo security name ne car no ne some benefits no bi ni ade eno no ehun faso no nti si etwa mu na ye de se sika no e produce nyuma e ma ye youth yi wo Ghana ehun ni faso ni bisa ehun ni faso they say artificial intelligence na abani nti no ehun hia se obi ewo Ukraine na ope passport a ese so tu kwan ekọ baabi na okọ fill form out bibia ye the computer so nti I don't need the purpose of artificial intelligence I know the ese ye na close to sa diplomatic missions na sika na ye save every month no ye di create employment wo yan ye krom na ye dey a fraction of it na yes set up ya ye can say Ghana ni bia no ho be che no wo amanone no company way agency way na responsible for you inti fra womo no womo enhwe na bill bi e beba no ye de atua because obi ba men kan kire amaya ewo ewiase no very few of them and a problem abem inti me a business person inti sa na medwene inti diplomatic mission no ye tua ho rent every month ye tua adwumafo ka wo ho every month ebi onuma yakoye diplomatic mission wo for 10-20 years emergency bia ma ye nso ye tua sa sika no nti wouldn't make sense say wafa Ghana for a government agency bia emergency bi and one mo kwaji sa amoa no na ye de bail mo wouldn't make sense catch me this is simple math and yes I obi now wait here from time immemorial ya mission wo ho no ma ye obi a onfa so ye cost Ghana for hundreds of millions of dollars and so banchi kra ye kra nti wonni leadership or ye cost benefit cost revenue conscious they be no waste say waste Ghana no ye big problem pa waste ye nim said ye nyoma nti anunti na sese ye di say na ye cut sa diplomatic missions ni na out Sudan South Sudan wo koye diplomatic mission ho dey na akwaji wo South Sudan catch me dey na wo kwaji wo South Sudan nti wo koye diplomatic mission ho come on
you be ma another time near back on that topic and until you move on to exactly the topic I buy before see be call sa no me video bi wo ha nebo e de ache mo Edward Ofori doc me chiao and me tie wo echo radio na obe ma a good topic on your friend is saying autism ti nya me nhia wo me ye bo modna see be din komo na your negotiations aye kan no aye pepepe etimi amana koso Kwame Fukuo mechiao J Arthur mechiao Samuel Ofosu unsoso mechiao Samuel Ofosu edeba or say talking becomes cheaper when one is not in authority. Ghanaians are perfect in communication when open debate is declared, but the action make difficult. Well, Sabi, Samuel, menewo enye adwene kakra wo baby in a sense say if you have an ideas now so person will claim authority your ideas now one supposed to be able to penetrate people so we don't if you don't hear in the Mecca say me de me ho to American community base because I had a metie obi a all ideas are on to me enkasa empemu enchre emma more details about the ideas no America for who is say damp. So what you say, and you know, if you have an idea, sir, you are a ideas, and you should be able to portray those ideas, and no, tone those ideas to me in order for me to understand the say uba ubetimi aye nyoma. Enti Kofi de or wahano or no the ideas are or one and or day to ho. if you also have any idea bia and kawanun to onso so beti me aba na wabeche wo sa ideas no with no bia no enye but me come side of the minimum enti na me kasa no enti
Obi Samuel, you're right to some extent. No Samuel, man, the reason I make kind of credit say Ghana for your pekasa.
Right.
So your pekasa. But maybe can actually someone said there is a difference between said the woke and Obi. Omo kasa ne woma wombetumi aye de omo ka. Na Ghana for no you're very conscious and sensitive to status. Well, you're very status conscious. Into status conscious no Emma ye very tolerant to obia or a doctor say or co school ha say inti no or ka seminar ne eloquence ne education inti ye ntiemu details.
Okay.
Inti Akufo-Addo babe kasa akwai okasa pa or co school or London or you say Mahama babe kasa akwai wa ye minister of yida or ne government na serve da inti the content of idea or can ye eloquence ne delivery no ne ye because ye over compensative for nipa corner status no so into the Samuel can there's some truth in that but Samuel may challenge you say who could tie Mahama interviews away now could tie Akufo-Addo interviews away they really did not answer any questions specifically. You can say corruption or we buy you be corruption every ho. You can say how or see who you buy your own answer no on how to get rid of corruption. A honor na difference no ye dim papa mu Mr. Samuel opa kona ko tie me answers to me questions bia ye bisa me. Opa fa Jimmy number will be hona frame me na ka say okay Kofi I put you on the spot. Maybe a question be about problem be our Ghana. How will you solve it? I'll tell you. And Ube to me, what's now bridge da no hua and I went to Ghana now to your masia. You could trace it back to see said the American no correct. And yes, me blow hot air and it's out of eloquence and there be no credit American. I didn't because matina environments ni societies boom more any newma my now what implement this on your mana what many results. It's as simple as that. Recipe note does not change. Geographical area no change, but recipe no doesn't change. And if you apply the same recipe, you will always get the result regardless of where the geographical location is. Inti Samuel, it's a challenge to you and you can reach out to me anytime and I'll explain it to you. Inti Obi Mianko.
Okay, Samuel, we there we best say yet question now the by an answer statement in us and I'm yano antisa, but that is how I understand it. Evelyn Kofor Mechiao, Frema Opoku, Diana Banana, Safo Kantanka Mechiao, and so Kovi. Yentia some way I will come far your friend is saying e-passport and Yenti Sania State Ababidi and
Balmis.
Hello, Abusianfo. Wuchichiam and che biar na Ghana for professors, doctors, kukudam, wotu kwanko Canada. One man here Canada nene deng, one man here Canada nene se was the ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. Wa congratulate Ghana on e-passport milestone. Abusianfo bibiye anywhere tesa. Ne woman said there are a member group of countries one criteria guideline BC as I say will follow. Now what they embolden one travel document one passport. Inti say what can say member group of countries no one. Now we meet that criteria now. Would do any other countries no swa. Easy say what be verify or say what travel document ne genuine. A convenience to the Ubronina who connect sono, but yenya convenience because yan ye by in it is a who e-card. Now what they call if say Australia and now what they call Germany and now what they call Austria. Now what about back to Ghana? One new problem be I don't say Ghana for na say card yen card near to say a authentic. Ubronina the only problem. problem I will say in the fact to say we're spending $293 million what the years are e-card now, if in fact 293 what the year rumor has it say a more. But what the infant say 293 million. $293 million now was spending the years are e-card. When to me and find your industries ebia yet to me your toothpick industries yet to me you ngo near crane mufia bruchri industries yet to me the process yem banchi ye crab banchi fia bruchri and now one who am fine yes what the e-card e-card and in fact netiane say a duplication of what passport awarded out baby what passport to corner pe na wo e-card na be valid wo ho baby e-card kono wo de du ho no ma wo passport no wo gi wo ho inti de inti na se wo passport na wo e-card a duplication of resource de inti na se Ghana fo akukudam executives doctors professors wo tu kwanko abruchiri Canada na wo koje certification say you are qualified to be certified to be part of the group of countries, you know. A email no was send the bro say when a jiwatum. Congratulations. Na ma peneswa tena mukrum. Na de Ghana fo headed by our friend then Ghana ambassador to Canada. Ma ko gina ho asinkunwa aye conference kese say a milestone. Milestone e wo me ne den ana. Mwa Bogana foka 293 million si milestone. Milestone anything. Then tina say yetu kama mo na mo tina business class. Mu hotel mo koda mo aduan mo podi per diem ni adi na car mo boy yen sa kwan na mo tui na anye kra be $200,000. Because mo refi mo post wo Ghana no hina no onye sa adwuma no mam. Eno de mo amfa nka ho. You see the problem is say Ghana government say MPP government you know when you cost revenue conscious problem nening Ghana government send yenya no we activity conscious into we ye niama eye won say we re bribi wonim say niama we ye no eye ka ne de brew sort ya say ka no the activity consciousness no e the liability ne nam say wonyo bi a we ye results conscious na bibia we ye no we hwe for results de bia no ka ne de brew ho Inti niere kanche Ghana government ne say onye more cost revenue conscious. Na onhu no ofre say a savings equivalent value in anamobia wo betun won hwe won the savings equivalent value. The cost to Ghanaians na wo save ho na ye benya sika de ahye ba bia E-LEVY no wo hwehwe na wontu akwan unnecessarily on bibia wo betumi de you offer email certification acknowledgement tabro say one jiwatum. What's the purpose of a kontu amutui? Mokoye press conferences say Ghana card would you 42 countries. Atoro wonye Ghana card no baby wo be Ghana card wo be authenticate wo be accept sa Ghana card ne baby wo be your passport already. Inti na ho faso ne dengana. Sa Ghana card ne ye the year industries. Ma value to yenkoko any young other industries agro-based industries anke ho beba yen faso akwantu ni sika ho hia na de bia ye ba ha bekase MPP fo moye wo friend living legends say no bi gyen chinye inti ni ye kase when cluelessness meets unpreparedness na MPP na hu won wo ho when cluelessness meets unpreparedness what you say inti no ye de mo besi ha na chiri ye betu aso
Kofi
Yes, sir.
Wona wo kan sa asem we time
Pacho you.
your vice president Baumia 2 nipa ema wo call Canada Montreal kan your high commissioner owo ho Mr. Soa Ransford Soa ema I call for your friend is saying omoa enso I call International Civil Aviation Organization this certificate a milestone or my term and say I idea a milestone. Kai hunu say Ghana ye developing country and ye the electronic transactions ni and your manioma bebree si ani so say ye enti senka ye kwa kwaji card before say anase ye konanka ya kase Ghana say no electronically na anase digital world no we are improving ewo honomo in a sense say Kofi unim nyina be adwen say America ha ye wo passport wo ho but then no we still have a national ID card that serve as a passport basis. You can also make that one no na amana unhuahin ha o just to say ABA o ko baby. It me full say the same idea no and your vice president I decided say obey yes idea win but watching your video no it looks as if say you are kind of criticizing the mere fact to say ye to an amount in order to go as a digital world, you know. Just idea way. And then now this reaction way by and what is the alternative? We will say why explain it and your dear, but what is the alternative? I'll force and care fast way.
Yo, Obi, Medase, no question. The truth of the matter is that what can review say developing country. Yeah, developing country, you know, as I say, you make sure say you duplicate efforts because effort be a way towards development. It costs money. So I say, inti what Ghana for? Who say Ghana for you know, yeah ID for the heck of say yeah ID. Yeah ID for one thing. Yeah passport for one thing. Yeah the betu kwan efi krum ho. Obia ni passport wo krom ha owo no ho se e wo no ho se ya to ho keke owo ayi bi nhihye bi wo na adwene mu se or the passport ni betu kwan na wo hwɛ yen infrastructure as we have it say now you need what friend say national integrated national ID and address system no ye ni bi more excuse me nam tunnel mu nti you need integrated national ID and address system nti ultimate ID no a passport bukra passport na Supreme Court kra abekasi yen offending birth certificate na kra of no value Supreme Court abekasa say intino as I say yeah sa justification this says say sa ID inti bisa ho say ID no ya then na obetumi de aye now near warriors ID won't refine say they were making it a selling point for one a wabruchiri say we a card ya emma access wabruchiri obi ma mimi se wasem hina na wetu kwan akọ abruchiri a only passport hina obi a otu kwan ba abruchiri no our passport right inti so our passport there na warrior na a selling point for one to kwan a we here passport no na ding inti na ohia e-card because our passport did out na me kan what I say our passport inti bebia woje passport no and I will be recognize wo e-card inti the assumption is say just in case say what passport yira na in we in emergency no we're to mean konya passport na in lieu of a passport no na e-card na ye juma but when you could e-card na a one-way travel say only the Ghanaian authorities will recognize the e-card and they say would a travelable ubet me their travel inbound to Ghana won't to mean fan travel outbound out of Ghana a inbound travel pass and on account no say wunima what kind of say let's say passe travel document na TC travel certificate no and no na e-card na be say bia obi aba kwantum na wayare na wa terminalize no say oba bewu ana say or be feel for good or ma bruchiri bio na only passport Obia wa babruchi dan wo passport say I expire mpo wo passport. Now, one wa babruchi a what passport by I say one passport. One passport na less than 1%. Less than 1%. Until 1% of the population no justify says say you spend $293 million as a thinking, strategically thinking, objective thinker. No, does it make sense to you? Maybe some question. When you have over 54% of your population, no, plus you're unemployed, we need you 54%. Now less than 1% ni here card. Wakoya mawong no say 293 million. Obi, na math na me no mpacha uhu na mekan. Wobra anka what is that 293 million no costate industries. Even at $5 million an industry each. Anka ubenya almost 60 first class industries. Na nipa na ube high was our first class industries no muno tax a ube chiano income no what they are e-card no for free. Doesn't it make sense? Come on. Actually nim. Nede sika kakra na kana would be ye industries. One fine justification they say be less than 1% of the people be here sa convenience inti what say 293 million they acquire. The bulk majority of Ghana funa wogu Ghana non wonye dwuma nye ni one was what wa brochiri no onye wa brochiri no o wa brochiri ti wonya bibi at least di inti card no ye no enye priority for them. Card no ye no be only a priority for one eti Ghana. One eti Ghana no so no wonye aduane di. Who yen say was I don't know. I can what you say. Indeed, we are government. One of the things that's how we have to say, and some of it, the best place that we see coming to be a cop. Never boa a man sang, ever boa any panel. What would you want to make us? I didn't we. I didn't hear what I didn't say. I didn't hear for 293 million equity industries. Says here, I'm going to say, so what's about the 293 million e-card? And so, e-card, I remember a big e-card, which goes to 500, no, 250 cities. Which 250 cities. Because you e-card. Now, idea must say, Mapaya, 293 billion. Obi by SSC, I would get the 250 cities. I didn't. So, I'm going to run a woman. Into patch, I say, machine now, Mapaya, what in non card, no. And not 293 million. Can it be poor and Casabeka with you to say, what is our contract in the man? And Cobayan found less than 50 million. Who says that? That's the last year in the year before. Obekai said, for the contract in the man, and Cobayan for less than 50 million. Obeko China and Makoyan less than 50 million. In the other Nayendi, Yakoyano almost. Your friend 6 times that amount. This doesn't make any sense. And I didn't show a duplication. Won't you find e-card in 2 bank and American embassy and UK and what were the best and the most traveled places are Ghana for Kona. You be the other man wouldn't e-card no possible to put this out whatever. E-card need a biometric information who passport in the or her card in this one. It to me authenticate as a citizen of Ghana. That's all it does. Identification.
Could we almost say
passport passport anyway, dear. I didn't know if Ghana one and passport. We to use their travel. Now the e-card, no. Want to be fair to not to travel, no, you would need a passport anyway. Makes sense to you?
Could we almost say
a free grant committee has spending 293 billion. I mean, come on, this is a capital expense, and what you need is solar. ton extra energy number or kina normal in Nigeria not in Nigeria. One of 5 years I live what about your e-card? How? Things like that. No savvy, prudent business person would think like that. It just doesn't make sense.
All right, Kofi, almost say.
Question, no,
Almost say.
I mean,
Almost say.
It's on so many levels, no, it's a rip-off. And it won't, that's all it is. Any inherent benefits, yeah, it will be a war Ghana. Now, what war Ghana no problem and how big side card, no, only because they are starting to demand it, no. And yet an integrated card. Now, me can say, would you could dip on one crime? People, would you could dip on one crime? Would you could dip on one crime? Now, off now, what's now? Card need to be new, man. Because number ever card in the sono, number was sono, and get integrated with the security system. Inti anchor at least, you know, young integrated in B at the stage. They will real no one can say, oh, e-card, let me say, a mandatory say citizen of Ghana, yes, so what e-card. No one integrate system. Yeah, you know, e-card. E-card not a feed into them. Then they feed into.
Kofi, as someone most
e-card, yeah, the basis of and no into E-LEVY assembly. And let me tell you, because any integrated national identity, you know, want to be find yet a system what the no friend say a payment aggregator. Payment aggregator, no, I didn't bank a whole sovereign nation and what friend Ghana. You need credit system. You need credit system, no, Obi, because you need integrated national ID and address system. It would be identify you anywhere. The most prominent benefit of national ID card, yes, as I said, would to be identify you as a citizen in Ghana, would be our side in the and yet integrated. You know, transactions are yet the transaction no comma a foreign company, MTN for the most part. No, all your transactions in my for processes are government related. And then now could you Ghana Kabia Ukakutia was it Koye Mumu and I say platform that's I don't know what's no and yet Ghana for the Ghana for national security and the one ID now a foreign company. That's a huge security issue. Because at any point, it says our company because yeah, more Ghana view. And our Ghana government are paying off it here in Ghana near from information in our one to put it to one computer. So says a Friday, you could validate phone numbers are foreign companies for no near the one fingerprint. I mean,
Kofi, hold on, mame kakra.
Yeah, fingerprint
Kofi, hold on, mame. Kofi, uti me.
Oh, won't it?
Uti me can
Oh.
Kofi, uti me ka.
Hello, Obi.
Mze Kofi, obeko na wasan aba because unti me ka. Mete won kapa, but them say won't me there.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Okay. Ye bema Kofi asan aba. Kofi say wote me nka ma me hu na me san fa wonka ho me pacho. Ma me times up no. Say wote me nka ma me times up pacho. Wote me nka ma me times up, wote me nka ma me times up. Yo, but I'm say Kofi say osan eba so na wote me nka ma hu say wo ase me de wato standby wa ase nti ma me times up na me san fa won ka feed ne ho me pa chewo because it seems say your communication no ensure that you because I will drive. Okay. Abusafo yes still no ye ni Kofi edin komo Kofi Koranteng edin komo Kofi Koranteng pese obey president Ghana. As a matter of fact, or call on the ticket of independent candidate, and ono na yene ne twetwe enkomo efa e-passport ene your friend say E-LEVY ho ya ka bebre afa e-passport ne ho muma men chia enkofo a whilst a yedi nkomo no mo be ka ye ho Kofi utimi nka okay meba se utimi nka
Obi, hold on 1 second. Why?
okay afi de utimi nka
metonka fede metonka.
Okay, anyway, hold on, mami kakra na menchi. Metonka pa, metonka.
Otiminka. Pacho kasana men check, menya mic check why.
Otiminka de.
Debut mentonka.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go back nesa log in be misrawo. Go back nesa log in bye. Okay. Abusafo Kofi besan aba na yede aka ho. Ibrahim Diallo me chiao. Evans do say Evans chale medawase se utie Peter Boateng me chiao. Na me amenu ba Grace adu jamfi enso so abekan ho sisi a. Cho. Abusafo se de ye ka no ye ni Kofi Koranteng na AD enkomo. Ye ka E-LEVY any e-passport ho atsem. Emse wachechi mu di ntia e-passport nankasa no ehu ehia senka Ghana for ebeye wacheche mu amana kwa akosi se e-passport no is just a duplication of passport keke so what you say it doesn't have any other value than say free abuchire kakra na se wo ko Ghana you can show say me Ghana ni it doesn't replace it doesn't give any visa bia from any embassy bia whatsoever. You still gonna need your passport. As a matter of fact, book passport no na would person or the kwaje visa will be what to me at the akwaji. So what you say and until the near pe significance and as a benefits a bit Ghana on whilst I acquire e-passport ye kokoje ho certificate Canada February your friend is saying 9th no ye koje ho ayi Canada no den faso de benefits ben ene betumi di abre Ghana eno ena na ye ni Kofi edi ho enkomo fa wadwen kire bra na ye friend is saying yen kan ema Nana Williams Lucky nana amasewa amwate Lucky mechiao yete unka ache kakra adiana ba medikan achia nana medikan achia okay mumien ready messages kakra Kofi 8 Kofi usan basu biemu a question we free Nana Williams ho Lucky ho or say I believe so Kase I am still waiting for someone to research how poverty affects voters choice Nana ma se wa mwate Lucky me feel say we another topic I was here to me de bane ye beka ho asem pa enti ye ni nkomo ewo akiri na ye nhwe Diana ba Nana Safo Kantankan say Kofi are you sure you can rule Ghana Nana and you meet me chiri buma Kofi ba bie mu a mema no ababe yi ha no Ghana no enye easy make say it's not easy sir Honomo Evans say Binash I'm watching you live from Ghana Evans made our seminia and agrees to say hello you and so and hono so any Kofi trying say Kofi besan ababe kayensa na yatoa enkomo so meanwhile you or babaka you be dive into your friend is saying Mame MPK we na me share say ubi hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Obi.
Yes, sir.
Adriano Bani.
Hey, Nana. Nana,
Adriano Bani, Safo Kantanken. Yeah, me diamo. Me dishe. Now we are here.
Nyame adomboko Nana uswe.
Adamo mumpa bono abiakan.
Jede radiase pa. Nana we only me first caller.
Kofi nkomo no Nana. Eno ma bi kiri ma dwen kakra wo. Ene so no to free to no.
Obeba san babiem.
Because they all can Actually, me my drink kakra. About passport ne ID card and once my work. If it's a young night, I your passport is our ID card. And yes, ID card, purposely tell the bit 2 now here. And yes, I did on the amount. Now, passport to a new my and ID card is to a new my and no one be so by a president. Yeah. Now, Sanoma way say no. Oh, check him, woman, quachiri, and the audio company there. You call me my green there. Say, oh, yeah, you're a quankakra. If you say, oh, be any, we say, won't you mean 2 coin? Come baby, a passport, or bet me a 2 coin. And then, apart from the work at a ukra, primono, and a ultimate or a utis in a deco. And say, tis, unibi. Now, or ID card, and I say, uni passport. Maybe a ID card now. Be a ukro na o free baby code ya because bro chene ya magana for nyina ntiase enye ya tia bro chire ha nyina na sebi ya wo permit of stay etino no ubehia ukro ma ID ne o passport no na apoa wa ma otime ko ukro na mo ntimi mo ma wo ba obi ma so etino ID card no onyuma heyo Ghana no ID card ni ho fititititi enti na nipa no bi wo a omodi boni die din enti ne ade bi a ye hye bibia ti free ba ko ni akomieri ni akomiensa enti se ne se omo person mo introduce to ID no e card na before say enya de boni ese yen na etimi boa na ade ne timi ba ebe si o man na boa man because no ma be pray o wa yeni ID no sebio oman mo bia ye ne ope obia ye ne ope se ne ID card nya adwuma yeni bibia no aha se tita America amoti Europe ha ayewe even po tikabinti bi ma meto account mo a kan ebe bulu wo ankasa wo income ese wo nya na every month no ana wo pay kura wo nya no kana baba betom no eburu so bebra e ti bi check bi baba bi eskani fini ani nyina ti bi fera wo se bra na be yiwa no but Ghana ho no tano wa we nyina ni wonti oba kofo no mi kan hu ho adwuma ho yeso no sika ban account mbebre wo ti bi check ni fini baba bia it is a million so person oba president dia no ma bi say dia me pa ni chote on to no boss na on change mu ye no say ehia ne hia say o say o man ba bia unya wo ID card no ma bi nti ubehia o na say tikai wa chire no mo di bi na hwan ne de say o say million ofosu ba abeka say bi chire o say kasa ne de obetimi aka ne kan ya di but ni yo no do ba bia na abehu say na for
okay
etino obedi president de ena mbebuza no to jidi de obetimi Ghana there because
all right
Ghana for na kase ti o man no
na now 5 minutes na me dem a no aso eninti no
yo
what dey o kan nyina wasan abaso nti mem na yiwa no eho no
me emfa no
ubetimi asan abaso bi anyways okay all right
mate
okay Kofi wasan abai de minim se wutie nana Safo Kantanka ne busa wose abrochi ono oti nana Safo Kantanka ti Italy wose ye wo passport and ye wo another identification ankasa enso wo ho na Ghana no because say ye ni a special identification ayede eye ne oma no nti no sebi ma ye friend is saying enoma ubetimi a kire mu yie no ya na eden se ubetimi akwakoye saa neoma ni nyina enu nti na obusa se the way wo nchechire mu no esi ekọ about e-card no ofo se enhida enye too much of into the way our no person wo tie e wo honom no eni ti Kofi wa yi ano menim se oka
nti a couple of things Ono no nte e card na onte ase. And see, the problem I want to say bibi say ba obi a ye wa abrochi nti yenye. The question is say omisa no ho say Ghana no ye one integrated system ana. And the answer is no. We need integrate. See that me against a set ye neoma electronic. Me very artificial intelligence conscious. So into be ye electronic no me pay. But as I said, we are onto a platform na edimu won't menye adene in isolation. And no necessarily tiasie. Minua no bekasa on tiasie ye said ye in isolation. Na say wo ye card. The argument is say card na wo ye no. Bibi foforo ha na obia obeka say wo abroche na wo passport expire ni ade and I say we need passport 24. Obia wo aba abroche da no wo ba with a passport. Say passport no American passport wo hoyi say I expire crampo a wutumi use as ID. Mebo ana inti no say wo Ghana passport na say passport na expire na say wo di ko kroma once I wo na wo mu die say Ghana government to me accept it and say so beka say passport na I expire into koye e-card ansa na ma accept it because information I would require passport no would require e-card na wo passport no mu no they become mpacho ase
Metiasia, but the Fabe no me kase Nana was trying to find out say Ghana no yen should need a particular ID card and kasa.
That's correct.
This is a national ID card. And to me, for kaya GE card nitum na a serve as a national ID card.
Okay, so listen to yourself. Ya gitum na a servo. And say a servo as. As I say a ye adie no. And say a servo as. A servo as no doesn't mean say it has the infrastructure. Tie dia wo kan you. Servo as me point ne say answer na wo card no ye infrastructure we here listen abrochire say ID bia no ye tie ne to an identity ye nim baby as identity no wo Ghana no ye ni address system ye wo ananse address system na eye in isolation no so tia say eye in isolation no inti see ye ka say G 420-126 how do you find the person at G and a Ghana no nkrofo p no any addresses nkrofo titi kiosk mu containers mu ni ade inti till say wobetumi solve sa problem no want to mean jump here no enkwase wo koye e-card that's my point
metiwase but na say on the ideas you betimi identify nkrofo nyina yi eno so nti na ye hweso dia yes e-card no for everybody.
Yeah, but there are some ingredients for you to validate an identity. Ingredients na first identification of the person. Anywhere you find the person. When him say me your friend Kofi Koranteng now hear me Ghana baby when the system say to me track me you don't have an ID and the basis of a credit system. As I said, what koye transaction be we run no card no call rent a car. What they call mobile money and now what they call electricity ECG units and now the koye transaction be as I say you to me who say Kofi Koranteng and I'm hono ye hwehwe na ye say to me chino. And no na embolden the credit system obi to me ka say wo betua me rent a 400 cedis a month on a monthly basis because wo be gye dan na minimum baby I will be a metumi ahwehwe and one mehwehwe a paperwork I was signing into metumi de no akoto credit report so na ye de no a penalize you say wo be jim rebi wani so but a won this idea na a hold up the person committed now or to me be or pay and get away now I bring it the whole system down into a papa for a woman it affects them but you make out as here into the way I will be yes idea a bear holding for accountable and say Obi a Ghana honey. First, you have to identify them. Say you will nipa 10 and a Ghana. Say nipa 10 no. Kofi Koranteng to address 1, OBT address 2, Nana Yati address 3, Wait address 4. Once I establish it and no, then you could go on and do a national ID because the national ID not ties into something specific. But want to make national ID no keke say in here say it just identifies everybody. So be our national ID. And no, yeah, a paperwork containing a biometric information, but without the address, no, you cannot find the person. Into your kodiboni or baby, how do you find them? Open, how do you find them? Wouldn't baby only address. They say 1234 GA 153. What does that mean? So, inti and also gives a problem to the security agency. Say, yeah, she show be Ghana and Crawford di boni and then obi any baby I see a kofano. Inti me problem no say and menya I against the idea of e-card. No, I'm not against it. I am all for it. But answer ni ebe no. As I say we are level 1 first. Level 1 is say as I say lot number bia ewo Ghana no you identify nti say what ho na what kiosk mukra on the lot na yenim say ye ba ho a ye behu maame afia ye friend no maame afia otisa lot number we ye ba ye betumi atai no but ye nyɛ saa infrastructure ne ya ye ntumi free ho enkoye e-card because like with so many systems ayaye no ayi habo ade ya ye see e ba be yi. You know how much money I spending on habo say ye be ye no transactions now. Does it work? It doesn't, because it's in isolation. And yeah, Juma, we spend millions. Or buy one of his first things obey say obey say wahabo. Yeah, Juma, habo no cry atong NDC for Tom Vincent Bellori. MPP for buy no so omo ba renegotiate a year free ho omo buy no be renegotiate and omo extend the contract and ma Vincent Bellori. No omo so agi sika edi aka ho.
Yes,
So,
new habo ya mama build ya and san wo free so ho asem na wo
me ka temahabo ya menu nim temahabo ya tong it's owned by a French billionaire. So inti sanyoma we wunima you cannot go and do an e-levy transaction on somebody else's land obi ono me see me dia me can say e ma obi a ma me ka say oh na wo be president dia na south ya wo na wonti ase ye na tie ni ye answer na wo be transaction wo habo no make sure say you own the place and you run the place, you understand the systems. We don't even own the place. Transactions have been now be na tabulating or assessment in you no amayebi. That's not how you run a country. That's the point I'm making. And yet we are na ya Ghana for you know. Oh, I levy never boy me attract ya broche sa na no masa. Kona ko sua ni ye abroche anya sa na no. Yes systems na yeah mechanical system new year before I buy a crown building an institutional infrastructure no building mechanical system no also then you find something that it runs on distributed ledger technology and AI system be now they are tracking be one sorry and say oh e-card you don't have the basis for an e-card now catch me Ghana nim system no ye.
All right. Kofi, mamencha if kwaba me da say wa join one-on-one with Kofi no. Wa join. Mema wa kwenya na wa kan bibi ketua bi ansa na matoa so but before that no William Opoku mechiao Ami Soko Darling mechiao Ami Soko na Soko Darling na say binia long time bantuma fo ni bi no mani agi say wo hwe your friend is saying the program and na ye ne Kofi edi enkomo na Frank Apraku nso mechia Kofi afia
Obi
akwa babi ya tonka
yeah
na o bibi ebisa Kofi ansa mato aso ana wo de bibi beka ho
Obi me ne asema mebisa but contribution kaka na mpese me de all kanu me ne ya adwen wo ba bi efa address ho asema all kanu ba Obi ye nyina ye nim say ID card ya de bi a ehia pa even Cote d'Ivoire kra na eben ye kra no tete ne fense quarantine meboa omo ID card ntino eye me nwa ya me ya say up to date Ghana ye ni ID card be a solid one e wo Ghana eno na ama nema bebre ekoso a ye ntimi enye de entrake na ma taxi tua aye difficult na ma nipa binim anya kwan aboro mu a omo wie sika aban ne nyesika fanye development e wo Ghana obi so hwe me a ade we ekita mi e me ID card we ye fan CPF we ye main ID card nipa bia no wa country no mu a first we no say sa CPF we no before say ubenya ID card na we say udikanya sa we say sa CPF we because ukọ baabi na ukita ID card rekwa first we number we should medikan bisaw o medikan nti say even kwa no say ukọ airport kwa na kita passport na wo fi country no mu a still sa wo passport no sa na ma menu we di nkunum we nkọ abra we enka ho because sa number we na we so very important nti say even kwa so oba country no na say unya ID card ya CPF nde eye guarantee ma wo so ye hoho kwa na utimi ayusu e no e de ye ne marketing bi a e wo system num a etimi dibu a etimi identify so wo system num nti sa na nka Ghana nti Ghana sa passport ni ayi na omo ka no e confusing kakra because one sa ID card na mo di kan start ya since school for pension no a still na enya hu ni ti no minim said the same ID card na wasa na omo kan mo aye ne sa passport nda I don't know because yeah ha say no sa card we no ha de no account for de no emu adding but kroma for no de no ete say Ghana ye card na ye de to aba ni bi no utimi why at any time but we plastic one wintimi nya ne hwe say ha na aba ne say enam say criminals no omaba system ebinim etimi ye fake one nti no government na ya na dwen say obeye no de sa number we no aba beye aka we no ho preko main ID card no preko no omaye ne electronic ankasa chip ni bi hye nti you are not going to work with these two because some the number na we so ehia nti omo ne baba ID card na ankasa so obia no whether you are a stranger or you are say you are a kroba na nkasa no munyina mu use the same thing e wo country we mu nti nka Ghana de nka ID card na very important na Kofi ka asem bi say address na mbenya say ka say ye dina so pa address no ko awie nso so a ebe ha adwen de nta me ka say krom ha say krom afa obebre na ID card but ebinim so ni obi ni wiase obaaye wa owo magukure yi mu nso still oni kuroba nkasa eni ID card oni namu obi ete ayi mu obi ete apatam but apata no enye ade bia no na wo system no mu mayi we so no ade no ID card we no address eni so address na wo so no say makọ baabi anamako system no medikan maye bi na o maje me address dia to system nti mekọ bi an address no was but me too efifia metimu a still I have to change it. I was say me change address no system no mu what you say enti Ghana no so far no ade bako ye problem ne se bebre on be ID card no eno ne problem say because I start here no bo say ye say na ye kwakura we ase ade cha ye kwakura we ase ye wo omo ye say friend say omo je light bill e wo ho immigration efo ho sankofo wanyina na wasanko munya data baako either sanka immigration for na be sa adwuma no anase be pe office ba bibia na mayde omanya office esi ho say utimi ko ho ekoye ID card so what I say but ye ni sa system ni bi o Ghana internwa say de bia ye put pressure ewo friend say MTN for ne yifo so say om register ayi friend say om register chip na niema very confusing nti first na ID card na de ehia very important say Ghana be ID card because obi di bone kwa na oni address mpo na o tom print no e wo system num oni address kwa na o tom print no e wo system num se pokwa de bia ba say wo blood group kwa no omoje edit system num nti se wo di bone kwa na oni address kwa na enam se wa yi wo picture no bibia no tom print wo system nti no ombe scanner kopin ombehu nipa kra odi saa bone no ombe scanner with that an address mpo no ombe ye hu bebi ka ohudwa no kwa na country kwa na ombe trace word aye dai a check pictures na manema aye a value ayi na atimi achew nti ID card no dear. In fact, Ghana they hear ID card. What does say E or any E?
Okay. All right. Before say mema Kofi, before mema will bet say 1-2 minutes to be ama minim say will be abeka 5 year
Yeah, by all means.
ya move call your friend say E-LEVY there no because your time no na member abeja force kwan and say mema
Yeah,
nkofo
sure.
kwan
Sure.
emfra memesimu
Yeah.
and Kofi ma mema 1 minute never
Yeah, if you are Kroben so now.
Me wa Brazil.
Okay. Who Brazil? Brazil no. Which your taxes for?
Me chiapa.
Okay, so then that answers the question. So, and the fact say which your taxes no mean say they could give you any ID. Ebia wompabo akra na was so crime for bia ho. But you are your system no baby wo account to ho obinim se ho. My point is made. Inti say ID ne yebeye na address nimu so crime po a ese se obia owo Ghana no yetumi account for the person. That's my point. If you ampacha what the American say address in you see say no wo Ghana no if you the American say wo build the bibia won koka say oh na America for ye ni say ntimi koye bi oh na China for ye ni say as say wo ye the eboa wo the most say the wo benya wo independence of running your economy inti the American then say I didn't ye here but it has to tie into something in tia justify the making of it. Maybe a financial consultant. Maybe I am a catcher my clients and they say, you don't spend money because you can afford it. You spend money because you could justify the spending. Different mindsets. Ghana no, you between affording to it has to be justifiable. Say it ties into something. Brazil I want you bet me the one side I say which your taxes. Ghana no informal sector ni huge. In Crawford Pinam system no my your taxes. Inti say what we call ID manual. And no does not go on the grade of taxes so Tom. It doesn't. Into the American say yeah grade ni wie. Nenya a basis for an ID. We are sa then in Crawford be mu na no na click counter na call up say yenya fia yenya kwame yenya obi yenya we into at the end of the year no we expecting you to pay taxes. That's not how it works. Yeah I didn't because I didn't doesn't make any sense because catch them say spend 293 million. The American say ma won Crawford duani ni ma mo ba bi na I didn't beba by default. Inquire I didn't wie nsa no aba ese makobo bosia na bosia no me kotua ID ka nso wo munya aduani ni doesn't make any sense. That's my point.
All right.
Kofi Marie
me da say mame Frank Apreku edebaya or say mame kind of comment way or say it is just another avenue to make money because they are going to add address to it later and ask everybody to register again. And I say BMO say in Ghana you spend money. Or say in Ghana they intentionally spend money to loot. Okay, sana ewo Ghana. Over here jump to E-LEVY no eso na afe mema wo bet say 5 minutes na ye de aka ho asem na mabie phone lines na mankrofo enso e de abemu. Kofi E-LEVY ye pese de E-LEVY eba which is digital financial system no de ti on pese o mo de ba de say omo se ebeboa Ghana bebre because wo sha omo your friends omo ye omo analysis na na say time financial minister Ken Oforiatta ebe present sa proposal no to sa audition the budget mu as a proposal na say bill na or the back parliament no na at that time by November 2021 no na ye wo enipa omo ye anase enipa omo ye transaction through digitally which is a transaction your friend is saying digital sana mekan electronic no nani nyina amount to 47.3 million users are more register but omo very active and omo use ade no in order say omo making money transfer back and forth no omo nyina 18.4 million. Omo ye proposal and I say omo ye your friend is a projection say nipa sa nipa ni nyina ye transaction electronically na income at the airbre mine no was about 80 million. 80 million Ghana cedis, which is in dollars, no, a 13 billion dollars. And you almost transit who and as a financial minister trust who said no. So yet minya bibi edi free sa electronic transaction yimua. A bet me a boa Ghana, I'm yet me generate an amount. So ye nya even sa $13 billion in a crampona. You bet me in your bibi sa between 2022 and 2023 dear. MC bit me realizes that money no. See it me just how many now in fact ke bit me aboa Ghana bebre. Ya de buy no nkofo bebre asori atia. As at now I kasa who debate that so whereby I de 1.75% in a toll so in the beginning, you know. At this moment in the minim so matimi e dey bad down because can frata e ko withdraw from parliament say or the banoma san be restructuring and as a re-registering the about 1.5. Minim says I no matimi a the aba. Now, we ready nyoma kakra e online no. Say Kofi bebre link E-LEVY no into a certain things e bi ewom e bi enim. Oba be president and I say wo akwanya say ye beto aba ma amo be president in 2024 no. E-LEVY u take on saying ujune ho saying a den ade na wo for say do you think it's a bad beboa and I say emwa Kofi maminja ma na che mu kakra me yehu.
All right, nti obi adase a lot of misconceptions. The argument no is not whether or not we cannot raise money from E-LEVY. You see, and Crawford one for E-LEVY no argument, and then they say, oh, you bet me a raise because based on the working $13 billion from the income from E-LEVY, no, obviously, or maybe a pisika. The big question is there justification to take 13 billion from your citizens? No. And the reason is you see, we voted MPP into power to be responsible fiduciaries. Just say, yeah, the one who see say one more share ye japade eso amaye and womaye and yoma beboa Ghana for. Woman to me the answer is a resounding no. Woman to me and woman to me because we share revenue from cocoa, from oil, from bauxite, from lithium, from banchi, from engo. Sanyo many no ye failure in terms of our leadership. Ye fairly poto. We share gold revenue so cry in 5%.
Kofi mame chawano ketwebi. A normal Abubasu now was there before even MPP for a bar power.
That's true.
And
it points to the fact that it points to the fact just okay. So a couple of things. Just because the government's prior no failed no does not excuse you from winning. That's number one. Number two, that's also pointing the fact that that's why me, Kofi Koranteng, I'm not for either NDC or MPP because they've both failed us for the last 30 years. That's point number two. Now, MPP now they've been in Abai for 5 years. There's absolutely no excuse, especially can't e-card as me mobile no namu se Ghana for your e-card. If anyone who say mobile e-card, come on, give me a break.
Kofi a process. What you say? Because
process is saying process.
Obi initially no Kofi omuntimi nkase chenchena yenye saa de no nti bibia na bia omo afi na adu kwan so also.
Debi. Assessments be wo honoma a basic and fundamental for growth. ID a basic and fundamental for growth. Inti untumi kasa oba na fe no aya assessment na hu say here but the yenko yasem so. Inti there's no excuse there. And I'm not cutting them any slack. They failed. A failed leadership through and through. Okay. Inti basis for E-Levy. Okay. Inti the American say Obi E-Levy indiscriminatory. Indiscriminatory nature say won't me fast as born in more obia at any income level say whether say umpo so long as say we transaction on a second 100 CDs and plus no ubetua 1.7%. There be any justified. I didn't because 54% of Ghana no live below poverty level. We have over 9 million people who live on less than 5 cities a day. One more so no one more yes I transactions see more because one more need bank accounts for the most part. One more need legitimate account systems. One more need category now average America high account from unbanked. Just say one more need relationship with the banking system. Inti woman a be affected more. Meanwhile, woman so you know we are informal sectors they don't make a lot of income. Inti woman government ne entumi amwa womo womo no womu ti almost submerged underwater no. They say yeah the E-11 ne bedrane womo at no fault of theirs because of a failed government inti yebe piomuti ashinsu na se. Inti obia we human centered. Inti na say science-based, data-driven, human-centered. The basis of the now should be one thing. Nipa chrono yes citizen inti yes our policy see. Because I said, oh no, are you taking them into account? And the answer is no. Because who take you into account? And Kabe who said, analysis shows that if close to 9 million people, almost a third of Ghana live under 5 cities a day. Why then do you want to impose another 1.75% on monies you did not even help them make? That's robbery. So, a robbery. And it should never be. Well, per se, we are crying the worst case scenario, no, you should segmentate E-Levy, to be a woman make 5,000 cities plus. Not why in a discriminatory, just say, we'll segmentate it to just specific group of citizens. But one can say a blanket policy, obia, there be, yes, sir. That is a one more that borderline, I say one more mem, no, more mem. You taking money from them. The SSR we say, number one, and the second issue, I may disagree, but obia and can was say, a failed securities and banking system. Identity, because if the securities and a banking system no worked, like Securities and Exchange Commission, a share not men's gold, the better pay millions from Ghanaians, any Bank of Ghana, Juma, and Anka the country has a payment system. Your friend a payment aggregator. And no, Ghana for to me the sika to all the government agencies. And so government agency crashes will go through Momo and sign what sika. It's a disgrace and a failure of leadership. They don't have, they're clueless. This is not how you build, you sustain your system. Security system. Hey, Momo collecting more money seeing Ghana na combined. Momo system no. And so it's not owned by Ghana for. How can you give that big portion of Sikano to a foreign company, South Africa? How can you do that? And you have the nerve to come and tax people on the transaction you did not even transaction gateway you didn't even create. It blows my mind, to tell you the truth. It disgusts me. Say the government has a goal to do that. They have failed, and they have failed miserably. And to say, it's because as I said, one more shafted down, E-Levy down our throats. Say mubetia because that's really what the situation is.
All right, Kofi.
And failure of a yinti. And I make us say, example, with that 293 million, share e-card inti obi. Unyan sanchra say ye no create industries in your man crofo ko mu no omunye adwuma anka ye betumi a taxe wo mo sa portion of nkrofo na ya ma adwuma no to make up for sa $13 billion here they kwashe E-LEVY mono. That way no you spread the wealth. That way no you don't converge hardship onto specific people be woman making income. So now the opposite is kafon kwa na enyi many here for the they be pressure. Yes, you can't build a system like that.
All right. My main kind, sorry, my main kind will be a message or about her na ENTA. Way free Samuel Ofosuba was in the African politicking. The opposition are very versatile in punching holes in the projects of the incumbents. As regard to these, when the said opposition had the chance to power, it becomes difficult for them to continue the left project initiated by the disposed government. I will appeal to the Honorable Kofi Koranteng to submit, I think, his positive ideas to support the sitting government to build our beloved Ghana. Se nkwan yede a or say the ota sebinum. Okay. Eta. Okay, eta sebinum. Se nkwan yeda eta sebinum. Okay, Kofi the Samuel Edebaye ni or say
Samuel Matipa Samuel Yedasi. The bottom line is that try at least 2 proposals, one on tax tax system and then one on your friend saying toll systems. Nina Samuel Omanfo into Yayebi Omantie, and the reasoning said no now it was ahead of their time. Actually 3 the enterprise risk management system called Bank of Ghana say when we implement it 3-4 years ahead of World Bank standards. One man find you must have time now 1 pan and no your Bank of Ghana governor. Into Yayebi, 1 man fa because when you say one more fa, your systems here they banner a best stop one more from stealing. Till they make any year, it will stop them from stealing from the system, from raping the system. Into 1 man find you juma. Into enya say yen na yan farmer womo Yayebia. Who said these are criminal organizations. Inti yana see you will free ho Ghana for your bread. Anytime bio minia obi anytime bio for NDC ni MPP. We be you am free ho. Ye be you am free ho.
Abusafo baby I do no obetimi afre ye wo a few minutes na ye de dwumadi na biawe ye nti sa wo pesa wo frɛ na wo question bi edi busa Kofi Koranteng na me pacho mema wo kwan phone number no eda screen a rolling so at the same time no assign ada enchen ho WhatsApp line so wo pesa wo frɛ me eba so a me pacho say wo outside US your WhatsApp line na da ho no 15095947120 15095947120 ena wo US dia with me afrɛ me straight Emma no ababisimu 50959472120 me pacho obetimi afrɛ na wonso wabadwumadie ni so Emmanuel G mechiawo ena afesusu Dairy Marcellus I hope some account within here, dear Marcelina, so Miss Michia won so and ye Kofi Koranteng aspirant or vie for president or Ghana 2024. Yaneno and exchange and come E-LEVY any e-passport no yake can't be brave qua ha wabobo and some so the entire or ne ebi enya adwene no wakeka ni nyina na so ne Ghana government enya adwene wo implementations bi ekoso no wakeka eho ensem ewo ha bebre me pa cho manye obi wo line so ma me emfa no ewo aha hello
hello obi
Adiana bana asa bay
mena wasa bay etia oni watie fo nyina
na ye je so me pa cho ma ne nkoma me wo 5 minutes
mena Kofi opesa obey president. Yeah, you know, need you, papa. A project for you now, you need you, no more paper. Now, my coach, me person busa Kofi Asembina, Utimi, Manoma, at the for you TV. My question, I'm better busa say, ain't say, Kofi, ye to abama na ba ye president wo Ghana. Me busa wo only Ghana for ene ebe ru man na wo nipa bi wo other planet bi ade omba abebo. Me question ya no.
Okay, Mr. Joanna Yedase. Yeni Ghana for
Kofi, hold on, mame. Nana memwako na anasa opese ujina su tie bi ansa.
But
5 minutes.
Mini problem. Tell me mini problem.
Mame ma nyina su 2 minutes netie de ne yi ano no kakra. Kofi kwaso mame.
Yo, minua Adriana, Ghana for na ne wo mo beye. Na minim de ntia ubisa sa question no because eya na eye nkrofo say, "Hey, na Ghana for ya ubo mechi na Ghana for mo NDC ne MPP for womo en wo se womo ne ma nkoye dia wo ne womo ba bebo a and how you planning on doing it?" The answer to that no systems. Tiye me kan ye minua Adriana systems. Wa wuti ho ya wa wuti ho yi mpacho kro a wo so no mpacho kro ben so na wo if you don't mind.
Me Italy.
Very good. Very good. Wo ba ya wo fa plane be do ho pe. So who say wo nyoma wo ye na consistent to the expectation of the leadership government na wo ho no. Wo ba ya run a red light. Wo ba wo ja fi gu abonten. Wo ba ya wo gina kwan ho dwonso. Ubaye wuye unam bo radio wo ka mu ye de disturb nkrofo. Why ye contained because the expectation of baby a wo no confines you. And on your friend systems no. Inti say yemfa say sebe wonye ni papa kra na wonye kra mpo a wo bedu early no systems e ho ninti no eno na modify wo behavior. Mebo aka kire me.
No, me tio pa.
Better na untie. Any etie ni ye. Inti the American say what we need is.
Enya bufo so. Me tio
Oh,
ye.
minim say agro ni ye din komo. Inti the American say what makes a difference? Ne say wo be systems a ebe control the environment ne ebe modify nkrofo behavior. Say the wo betumi predetermine one more expectation and contribution to the society. And no na abrochire ye mayen. Nti ya Ghana fo e wa abrochire na asesa no. Wo mo ye nipa bone kra mpo a, wo mo abrochire ni de system no control wo mo, guide wo mo, maintain wo mo. Wo mo kodu Ghana. Na emra ni systems ni onti no obi a ye de opɛ. Nti no ye ne nkrofo na e wo Ghana na na bɛyɛ. But systems ye be creating into environment no be confine wo mo to an expectation. One yes answer a yeah, what consequence wo ho? Okay. Consequence ne punishment. So eno ne yede ti abrochire. Nti na obia, nti na yenua afia waya kama okasa de a onim systems na ne sa mo medru Ghana udi rough hwe obehwe asum no kra.
Na memo akona obi so aba nti em said you ma wona eno. Yo yada na say me pacho person friend na obesisu a me pacho ma wo course no emra because ye wo about say almost 17 minutes near the jumadi no aba awie ye je course at this time you know whilst I gusu a ye ne Kofi edi enkomo a ye koso na Kofi mebusa question. This is kind of a popular question, but before that, I mean, really, obi comment or the aba answer mebusa wo me fa of another of reform pacho jina so mame na me ready your friend is yi answer na mafa me pacho jina so mame obi say is Mr. Kofi Koranteng going to contest in 2024 no obe contest no metimi testify wa ha I say ideas are different from implementations. How is he going to implement his idea into the midst of corruption, sabotage, oppositive, and as a minim diana or pull him down syndrome and etc. Okay, Kofi, my main fact of refor we are now we on so ano ewo ehonomo. Hello, me bacho okasa free here for na say within the same with me about.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I feel Frankfurt, Germany.
Okay, me pacho your friend saying.
Okay, me the Charlie.
Okay, Charlie me makwaba.
Okay, yeah. Na question pedem bisa Kofi Koranteng there. Since the way motion no only strong stand obutum wa to party and something like that. But me feel them suggest the obutum wa a grand coalition with NDC. Otum wa then o solidify and stand for the presidential ambition or one. Because as at now no muhun papa de obutum nangasa was stand lonely for these big parties, MPP and NDC. But as in Germany here, no, there's no single party that rules this country. All the time, no, there's a grand coalition between SPD, CDU to form a government. In Ebosha, most parties no was select minister, be a minister for interior or for another party, minister for defense or from another party. Into all these two, that's grand coalition. Also this fire the running of the country. But if you don't want them ideology now, but I don't want born here than singly up there or stand alone.
Okay.
Oh no, about having on to I don't think about to stand the pressure in Ghana.
Okay.
No question one.
Okay. Openi memo akona wajinachi obi ya no edit amount why. Okay, me that's
Oh.
Kofi, before say ubeyi openi na no yindi kan enyi sa message ya eba na no answer. Obi say sa message you medi kan ready. Enti sa obesan ready bi mu na say we ya no a na say nyina ya ready wa ha. Obi say o say why DS ya wo nyina no. Ebe kwa be so na be fa so. First of all, medical in no say contest in 2020 no. I say why DS now wo nyina no. Kwa be so na be fa so implement it. Sense Ghana no corruption wo ho. Sabotage or oppressive, I think say bias and no cannot when I pull him down syndrome and so a quite best on our befaso. I implement this idea breakdown.
Bibia no say what the human systems are here. There is a science to implementation. The science to implementation is say if you have a deep understanding of idea opposite now with deep understanding of an environment now person we are in ewumuna process wo ho inti do process ni ebe follow we anya ade din a eye na enuam munti asem bibia ye pese ye no eye kosua ne ye bechi eye mo ne ye pese ye noa eye fufuo ne ye bewo obi aye bida inti yemfa se Kofi Koranteng nim kra se de wo fufuo kra mpo a nti upa che se mintumi nkọ nhwe Ghana fo mu nyi hu obi a wo fufuo da na ye ma ma wo fufuo ne ma ye bibia ebe ye no Singapore aye Malaysia aye Japan aye Dubai aye eno keke nbi ne ye ba ye say ye difficult ade na wo mu de wo mutumi ye Ghana pull him down no ene sa anyoma na wo keke ni na no eye nipa ho ade ba ko a me meka ne se nipa onsesa wo ba bia se wo Dubai so what China, so what Ghana, so what London. Nipa sa na nipa te wo baby environment ne moldy nipa. So yen environment na say nti wo mu feel say nipa adwen no so te say yen environment by yen no kre. Because no kre anka untumi fa Ghana ni free Ghana mfa na ma abroche no on me successful. Inti Ghana for na egu Ghana no wo mu na ye program to succeed. Leaders no na faili inti a man for say oh Ghana there oh pull him down me want na fufo me Jewish me want na fufo me Italian me na fufo me Irish me want na woman na no sa woman na ye sa te said the Ghana 40 no sa woman so te but the difference is say the good men and women in every society no they rise up and they come together and they forge a change you know yeah, ye nima ye conscious ni ye na Kofi pesa ye se obekwa ne sen kwa ne hwe enu nti na ama oman na yesa no nti de me fa me ka kire obia no se mommra emeso yasene na ye conscious na good men and women no ye who say time do ye pe change no ye back together ye betumi make changes bia because the pesa ye bia nye new de obia ye de da na ye ba be change na fit into ye environment nti Abuhana ka say broni enye oppressive in the own. One ka say corruption in abrochiri. One ka say pull him down in bini na bi wa abrochiri. Inti nipa ho ade. Inti nothing has changed. the difference is that we're going to do it differently for yen environment. Now, fair, they back on so I perceive ye catch you be and say, the baba no and ye Kofi Koranteng idea. Ye be a national development plan. National development plan no ye any strategist at Tenasia. Ya networking, ya map it out the whole Ghana on a piece of paper. Say, Sanyoma way in here, regions way here, way here, way in here decentralized, in here baba through a national development plan. Inti eno na ye ba be ye ninti no enye Kofi Koranteng idea o eye de eye adwuma ma Ghana fo wo Ghana pacha what ya say inti we don't see why there should be an objection because idea no enye Kofi Koranteng no ba be ye PDS no de akodi sika oni na busuafo idea no ye no wo constituency ne ye be di nsuo ba ho ne ye bridges ne ye akwan wo beka se wo mpe obviously wo beka se wo pe because it serves you. Inti how are we going to get an objection?
All right. Kofi, the offer free German in so chair say, who sa wo party bi so what ya say. Enti adenti naka emfa wo ho enkonko don e da say opposition no nanka wo ideas ya we no own channel self no through them nanka emfa ma out. E hon so be yeah no.
It will never happen because one of your criminal organizations, inti me ko kan omo ho a, I become a product of the host. I never wanna listen. NDC and MPP nim ade esese wo mo ye ade no wo mo nye ye nye me amekwa akoka wo mo na amekwa akọ change. So so wo mo wo pese me ye no me ma wo mo be kan ye ho in leadership a yen ye dia ye be bie kwan na ma wo mo se mo amonso mo good ideas MPP NDC for mo famra ne mfa mpege o man ye na ye Ghana for but wo kwa akodi no won't form on count army who say walk or conquer woman. It won't happen. It's common sense.
There's a winning
of course. Walk conquer MPP for or say my main fire MPP for coming home na men conquer or mana men call into in the middle of MPP say me make it changes for her. Woman changes and I don't woman make it. Why do they need me? Omo person omo ya anka they'll do it without me. By virtue of them not doing it, no is a guarantee. Ne validation say it's something they don't want to do. And until you are free hono. Think.
All right, Kofi. Say yeah, didn't come more. Yeah, cover 2 hours. Ni and finally no mema would de 5 minutes. I wrap it up. The opesa will catch it. Material for any na yehuno kwaya omonso so omobefa so ubetimi a change minds of nkofo a omo decide sesebi omo toma wono mema privilege to change their minds on a certain things intino in a tough no minim say we enye obi be say we second time I dey buy a program ne so minim say enye last one for you from time to time no we will still invite you to come in and educate and also be nkofo ani kakra e we platform yi so edema na de wo message a wo no akate across all board no enti kwan be so na obefa so a convince nipa o mo hwe kakra yi say o mo mra me so wase ne nyina ye nto a and try say de obeba power no eno
yo obi yada se yada we tifo ene wo mo contribute ye ni na obi bibia ye wa ha no yenti ase se because of odo a ye do ye man na ye tu kwan akọ abrichire bibiri mo abrichire no mo bedi madanse se said ye nyoma wo abrichire no even though woman ni resources woman ni sika said ye wo no obi western region and if western region were a country it would be the 19th richest nation in the world. Western region and Western region. And so who could do Western region now the level of poverty at a Western region. Because we need Ghana. Because or maybe so one more I hit with famine ne to say yeah one more kwaya say unipe here or Western region. Identity failed leadership. They say no, we have entered officially into a permanent emergency. O minor ye kofem you the internal intensive care unit. Ye komano kwa na ekofom ebedu baby ye be flatline it. Inti me se Ghana for baby I will be a wotie me bia ne se. Hwɛ sɛdeɛ broni yɛ na deɛ no ɔmpɛ w'asɛm kora mpo a onim sɛ ɔwɔ financial interest in you a ɔne ɔbɛyɛ biribi. You don't have to like me. Obi, you don't have to like me. But sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni a wodɔ Ghana kae ne ho sɛ obi ayi ne ho asi hɔ sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔko. Na ɛko no ɛnyɛ me nko ara meko. Wonka ho bia yɛkɔ a ɛnyɛ yie. Bɛka yɛn ho. Na mo deɛ yɛnyi Ghana nsi hɔ na mo deɛ monhwɛ the difference. Deɛ nti a wowo te aburokyire no wonte aburokyire because of choice. Wote aburokyire because of need for the most part. Wonya Ghana no anka wobɛba. Me wɔfa bi nansi a ɔmkɔyɛ ne surgery. Ɔsi ɔpa akɔ fie na ɔkɔ fie na ne heart yi okonya problem with ne pacemaker ya ɔkɔyɛ den. Obewu. So enipa ewu wɔ Ghana young boys a wɔn da dialysis machine so because aduane a enusa a wɔn nom nyɛ hwan na nkama wɔn wo na kama wɔn ɛmma egu yaresa a wɔn wo a yɛdeda fam hwan na nkama ɔma wɔn wo na kama wɔn nkɔlaa nam kwan ho a wodo car du traffic light a wɔn abɛsa mo car ho left and right ne yɛ deɛ ho bobɔ glass mu na yɛhuri wonam kwan ho a yɛno anse yɛ sound ne kura wo mu ne yɛsu atariem ne yɛtwe wɔn ntitwi nso deɛ wɔn nim ane sɛ I need money, give me 1 CD. Why na betumi change saa dynamic no wo because wɔn yɛ future armed robbers. Wɔn nobody has showed them love. Wɔn yɛ nkɔla a wɔn nyi nti wɔn nyi no wɔn ntumi kuratio ne nkantinka ne nkratia. They won't have the love they were deprived of. Ɔkyena bi sɛ wohia mmoa a wobɛ expect sɛ obi bɛboa wɔn no. They won't have that love because we didn't give them love. We didn't show them love. Why na betumi change saa deɛ no wo na wobɛtumi change. Na yɛn change na adeɛ yi kɔ so sane na ɛsɛe a dabi wobɛba abɛdu Ghana ɔwerɛ bɛho. Na somewhere along the line no nso no ɛbɛka ke ɛfiri sɛ the worst thing you did is listen to saa tape because they say no wontumi nka sɛ wonim and you will be held responsible by nature. Meme naturist. Inti megye saa deɛ ni di sɛ providence will judge all of us. So inti when you chance to change obi life for Ghana or Breno, do it. Ebia wontumi ma Ghana, but wobɛtumi aboa. Wobɛtumi akɔ yɛ website kofikoranteng.com na wakɔ donate. Na wo donate anko donate handsomely. Donate handsomely. Inti yɛde no bɛsi ha na abrokyirefo mommoa because mo na mo ka wo bi na Ghana ayɛ den ɛne sɛ mo yi mani afiri Ghana sɛ Ghana mfa mo ho deɛ akɔ so Ghana ɛnɛ me wɔ gayi Bronx na me ne mo ka sɛ Ghana for baabi a bɛfa bia obia afira ntoma yɛkɔ asɔre wokɔ asɔre akɔbɔ mpaeɛ onipa na on deɛ wowɔ hunu no a ɔne wo ti wiase na ɔbrɛ no ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ohia mmoa wo mmoa no na nyame a wonhu ne da no wokɔbɔ mpaeɛ afsrɛ no sɛ ohu yɛ adwene nti saa nyame na wokɔbɔ mpaeɛ no sɛ hwɛ wo nua gyina wo nkyɛn kware sɛ de nipa brɛ wɔ Ghana aduane koraa yɛnya bi nni ɔkɔ hospital aduro ɔntumi ntɔ ɛmfa nsa no ho yare wo na woyɛ responsible nti boa yɛn ɛnyɛ deɛ Kofi Koranteng bisa but you have a responsibility as a human being as a Ghanaian to help and I'm charging you to help. You don't have a choice but to help. Where you demand. Where you demand, where you the rent you pay for your existence here on earth, no, a responsibility to take care of your fellow man. So do it, boy, and let's take Ghana back. Yet I see Obi. God bless your heart.
Before I economy, one question I may be so.
Sure.
Hold on, sir. Why? And I mean, read the comments we uncle for the about say. I mean, or G or say, why can't why can't he start the campaign now from house to house these NPP and NDC parties have money, resources, etc. How is he going to convince voters who accept bentwa, rice, etc. to vote? Kofi, I know yeah, for you, many ones. Mamenko we susufru na nasa for kantanka diana bossy. Hey Kofi, you have many rivers to cross to become president. The citizens you are fighting for are not ready for change. And also, yeah, the nana the buyer was say the socio-political system in Ghana is polarized and institutionally polluted in such that nothing better from the elites may be easily accepted. The vivid example is what happened in the electricity company of Ghana. As their new leader from overseas, bringing new systems of collecting the public utility bills, but the old officers publicly refuted him and demanded his expulsion. That is Ghana for you. Kofi, memo the 1 minute per summarize your ma or macanina. Now, me question may be sound as a Kofi. So, almost the E-LEVY no. Ye passing on, na ye can say,
You buy a bit chum.
That is over chum no.
You bit chum. Yes, be any. You bit chum.
All right. Kofi, minim so mame mau a few seconds na omo a year omo de buy na.
Yeah. Obi, yeah, me can say, yeah, kasi a bank for chance to give us an excuse of how this will not work out. We will get 1 million of them. Munti de making you. But in the same vein now, there is negativity, pessimism, no. What done is our coin now? There is positivity and optimism. It's all depends on your perspective. Change the way you see things, and you will see things likely.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kofi, yada say Emma and the last time I will be a program. So of course, you be give you platform no anytime be our person ube voice anything to our audience. No, we will be happy to accept you na ode unim die no so abecheche your platform for or subscribing now mamope. Yada was say ne utonsa.
It. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yo, for many Kofi Koranteng in a Edin Komo and ye can E-LEVY Huasem and ye can Ghana card no and so and Huasem Wabechre and Semu Bebre. I think it's pretty much in West Sia a DB Eddie a free mo. But what na say a page ubeko na wakwa like your Facebook na YouTube so ya wo ho subscriber ye de bibia ba mepacho ubenya bi ati ye page for ye be free adomu akwa adomu every day bia bibia ye de ba no nyame adoma next week bia nyame adoma e betimi aba na so e de ache mo enti fa ho jim said e be ya e be boa mepacho ye wo ye friend is saying group nso so wo foundation obgh but mod na say ubeko na odon ho akwa don side group no na ebeboa yenyina na yetimi amagana etumpon Ghana hunti na ye waha ye to adwene enti bomod na se oso beye bibi na etimi aboa amagana akonani ye frɛ me obi me na medi chame ewo dwumadie eho na me adoma next week e besan de another one there bro e da wase so hwe obi ama bye